This is the reason you bribe people to curry for a favor or a position and then end up feeling useless, unheard, unseen, and frustrated. Come closer. Yes, you who is watching this video. Alright, let's go straight in. Now, Jack fought very hard to lobby. In fact, he fought hard, he lobbied, and he even went as far as begging and promising to pay people, which also means bribing, to bribe people and pay them in order to gain a particular position in the company. What was his aim? To gain Employee of the Month. His reason for wanting this position was so he could become popular in the office, he could have an increase in his payments, but with no particular contribution to it. Well, at the end of the day, Jack actually won that competition and became the Employee of the Month. But when real issues arose in the company that needed to be handled, everybody did not tilt towards the Employee of the Month. Rather, they tilted towards Phil for help, assistance, and guidance, and even training in order to be able to sort out issues in the company. You see, Jack was actually visible but useless, while Phil, who had an invisible position, was actually of more value to the company. The principle of status states that everything has a purpose which determines its status in a relationship to everything. Now, our author of the book we are reading, Miles Monroe, said a story. He said at some point in his life, when he was in junior high, he actually wanted to be an A student, not because he wanted to be good in his academics. No, his aim for being an A student was so he could be loved and respected by the teachers and students as well, because every A student had a particular, they had a position and they were respected and loved by everyone. Hello everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of the Review with Me podcast. I'm your host and your walkthrough reading coach, Mrs. P. Tamuno. I hope you've been able to catch up on all our previous episodes of the book we are reading. And yes, we are reading In Pursuit of Purpose by Miles Monroe, and we are in chapter 6. Chapter 6 is titled Purpose and Position. You see, your status minus purpose equals you having a position without an authority. Now, Jesus Christ, talking about this in the Bible, when his disciples came to meet him, they said, Master, who is the greatest? How can we become the greatest of all? What Jesus told them was actually very shocking. He said, in order to be the greatest, you have to learn to serve. Serve people, not with the aim of getting noticed, not with the aim of getting a position. You have to learn how to serve. Let's take this further and look at another example, the example of the body. Now, each part of the body knows and values their position as well as the position of the other parts of the body. What does this mean? The body, each part in the body knows that position is not given to show the value of a part over another. The position of the eyes does not automatically mean that it has more value than the leg. The position of the kidney does not automatically mean that it has more value than the hand. Every part of the body was put in a particular position for a reason. What does this mean? Visible position does not equal greater value. Like the story I said earlier, Jack's position was actually visible, the Employee of the Month, the most celebrated person. But when it came to work, Phil was more valuable, although Phil's position was invisible. So no position is actually better off than the other. Now, we know that the desire to get ahead is a compelling passion in our world today. But the truth is that each and every one of us has our God-placed position, and whenever we try to fulfill a position that we are not designed for, a position that we were not given, whenever we try to fulfill a position that was not placed on us, or a position where God didn't place us, we automatically experience frustration. Why? Remember I said, when you are put in a position, when you try to put yourself in a position where you were not originally placed by God, you get frustrated, you get unseen, you get unheard, and you end up feeling useless. Why? Failure to accomplish our God-given task is disobedience. Now, another example is the telephone, as used in the book as an example. The telephone has both the seen and unseen parts. But each and every part, both seen and unseen, was strategically placed there for a purpose. So the day the unseen part decides that I want to be seen in order to be functionable, telephone stops working, or the day one part says, I'm not going to work here again, I want to leave this particular place, automatically the telephone packs up. What are we trying to say? The key to obedience is understanding status. Many people are disobedient and they don't know why. Many people are disobedient, they are walking in disobedience and they don't know why. Now, they are doing the people living in disobedience are actually doing good things that are not right. They are doing good things because they are out of position. So in their mind, they are feeling like, yes, I'm still doing a good thing to the community, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but that is not the right thing. Doing the right thing supersedes doing good things at any time and every time. Now, let's look at God's position on obedience. Number 1, almost obeying. Number 2, obeying too soon. Next one, obeying too late. Next one, obeying in the wrong place. And then next one, obeying with the wrong people. Everything I just listed now all equals disobedience. So that you are obeying too soon, God says don't do this thing. We've talked about purpose and we said purpose has time. We talked about purpose and time in one of our previous chapters. Purpose has time. So that you actually discover purpose and decide to obey too soon is disobedience. Obeying too slow is disobedience. Obeying in the wrong place. God, I don't like this location you gave me. I will do this thing you're saying I should do, but I will do it in this other location. Is still disobedience. God's position on obedience is you must do things according to how he wants you to do it. Now, let's look at King Saul as an example. A lot of Bible stories were actually infused into this chapter to buttress the point. King Saul lost his throne. And one of the reasons why he lost his throne was because of disobedience. The truth is, you cannot meet everybody's need in the world. King Saul was trying to meet the need of everybody. Sorry about that. King Saul was trying to meet the need of everybody. Needs will never get finished. People will still keep having needs. They will never get finished. Another person who was actually rescued but was actually trying to do the same thing was Moses. Moses was trying to meet the need of every child of Israel, the children of Israel. He was trying to meet all their needs. Thank God for Jethro, his father-in-law, who came and advised him, and based on that advice, the betting of the 70 elders that helped Moses throughout helped reduce the workload on him. All right, so doing the right thing and not just the good thing requires that you find your God-given purpose and stay there. Let me take that again. Doing the right thing and not just the good thing first requires that you find your God-given purpose and stay there. So that you're doing the right thing but you're not in your God-given purpose, then you are walking in disobedience. Your obedience is doing the right thing in the right place at the right time. So there are different rights: the right thing, the right place, and the right time. Your purpose, your position or your status in life is determined by your purpose. Stop being jealous or envious of another person. So the position or the place you're supposed to be in life is determined by your purpose. Most probably Jack was not supposed to be the employee of the month, not because he's not good at his job or not because he wasn't bringing value to the company, but at that point for him to begin to lobby for it, then it wasn't for him in particular. So your purpose actually determines your status and your position. So there's no need for envy, there's no need for jealousy. Just find your space and sit in it. The example Miles Monroe used here was the example of Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. Now, Aaron and Miriam were Moses' siblings, and they each had their own purpose. When God called Moses, he said he's going to attach Aaron and Miriam to him. He gave them all a purpose, but they became jealous of Moses. They wanted Moses' position because of the reverence, the love, the respect that came with Moses' position. They wanted Moses' position, but that was not their purpose. Their purpose was not fitted to the status that Moses had. And what did they end? Because of that, they became envious. They did something, spoke wrongly, they spoke negatively about a man of God, and they ended up with leprosy. Everything God created in life has a purpose, and every purpose is suited to a particular status and a position. Just like death, God intended death to be a transition for us from this world to another world, but the devil came and stole it and turned death into becoming a termination. But death has a purpose. So when people die and we say, God, why? Sometimes, yes, it is actually caused by the devil, but death has a purpose. It the purpose of death is for transition. Purpose determines the right position, and any other position, no matter how good that position is a wrong position, as long as that position is not accrued with purpose. So the question now is, that bribery, that lobbying, that begging for a position, does it accrue? Does it align with your purpose? If it doesn't align with your purpose, trust me, you end up feeling unheard, you end up feeling unseen, you end up feeling frustrated, and you end up being useless in that position. At this point, we'll draw a close to this chapter titled Purpose and Position. Remember, I said status minus purpose equals position minus authority. So the question you should be asking yourself today is, am I in a position that is in line with my purpose? Am I holding a status that is in line with my purpose? See, the truth is, position is for a time. But when you discover purpose, the position that purpose gives lasts for a lifetime. Thank you very much for staying with me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow. Invite someone, and let's recultivate once again reading culture in our society. I will be seeing you in our next chapter. Thank you very much, and God bless you.